YouTube. We're in a different spot today.
We're in the radio room, but that's okay. It's still very good. We got Casey Smith, me, and it's all of our off-season goodness on Unnecessary Roughness.
I will warn everybody, this off-season episode is probably the height of off-season.
And just like the video.
Jack is spicy.
We're going to get into it right now. I'm not spicy today.
You're so spicy?
Mood. I'm in a fine mood.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Life's good.
That's
How good is life?
I mean, like, would I change things? Like Sydney Sweeney could be my girlfriend? Yeah, I would change that.
She has a boyfriend, apparently.
I keep hearing her. What does she look like? I keep hearing about her.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Sydney or Cindy?
Sydney.
Sydney.
Katie's going to pull it up.
Let me see
also,
Sydney
based
Sweeney.
on a conversation right before this podcast, you'll love
I just
her.
want to see Cindy Sweeney. That's all.
Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney?
Sydney.
I'm not going to look. Tell me when there's a good picture. Because she's got a bunch. Tell me when there's a good picture.
Someone help me pick a good photo.
Have Jack do it. He's in love with her.
Go on Instagram. I'm not in love with her. She was the first one I
can't even look right now.
I mean, she's hot.
Did you see me? So on TikTok, I've been ranking all the schools by the hotness of their ladies.
Yeah.
That seems misogynistic.
It's not.
Oh, it's funny.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they're not that misogynistic. No.
I'm sure that people love that or hate it.
I bet Ryan Riley's pissed at you.
Oh, really?
No, for SEC.
Oh.
All right. In the SEC, A&M's 9th?
Yeah. Mississippi State was 13th or 12th.
Who we beat? Vanderbilt?
Kentucky and Vandy.
Oh, good for
Based
us.
off of, what are you basing this off of?
Is this a picture? Can I look?
Yeah.
See, I mean, this girl's really hot.
Oh.
Here's the thing, Jack.
Also, he would love her because of his preferences.
Yeah. As we were talking about before.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a picture.
It's also funny. You're right. I haven't been to any of these schools.
But also just like sheer volume of people.
How?
What are you reacting to?
Kitties.
Ew. Don't make that noise.
How creepy could I?
Okay, so folks, if you're listening, this is how the off-season podcasts go. Ew, Brandon. Should we start the podcast?
Have we not already started?
You haven't introduced
Fuck, I don't know. What do y'all want?
We are. We're recording. Ugh.
Are you not producing today? You got a backup producer today?
I guess so. No, I'm producing half of the show.
Oh, you're doing post.
That's where most of the production.
That's the production. Yeah, I thought all you did was press record.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
evolve.
You're gonna have to undeepen your voice. You can't be the deepest voice. You're alphaing me right now, and I don't like it. He's out. He's got
his
voice is deep as fuck today.
How many times have I told Jack that girls love his voice?
Yeah, it's just. Oh.
You know you're on camera, right?
Natural too.
Okay, all right.
And I think
really?
they're natural.
Good for her.
No way.
Good
yes.
They.
I think she was just blessed.
They look pretty.
Well, she's also pretty young, isn't she?
Yes.
24.
Oh,
her
how
boyfriend's
young?
37.
But they play high schoolers in the show.
Oh, see, I don't watch that. I can't be watching high schoolers have sex.
Yeah,
not
no.
again.
And they take Molly.
Who? Well, show me Molly.
No.
The drug.
The
Oh.
drug.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
I mean, we got to get this off the screen, or we're never going to do a fucking podcast.
You're right. She's right.
I am right.
Get the titties off screen.
Do you want me to follow her on Instagram from your account?
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of,
You're
imagine if you
shit.
missed a DM from Sydney Sweeney.
My last two follows will now be her and tacos and titties.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Stetson Bennett.
No. Oh, I didn't follow him.
You did.
I haven't talked about
followed
that.
him for you.
Wait.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
If you listen to Unnecessary Roughness, you know how completely exonerated you were in that instance.
So we're gonna
And I'll back it up to you. I have evidence.
Fine, we're gonna talk about it in just a second. Let's start the show. Hi, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, Barstool's college football podcast, brought to you by High Noon Hard Seltzer. I'm looking at the lime and the peach, and that peach looking sexy as fuck on that box. Look at that.
Yeah, but I thought you didn't like.
That's true. I don't.
You don't like peaches.
It's true. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like peaches.
But I love peaches, and I love the peach high noon.
I love the peach high noon as well. I also like the lime. I think the lime's right up there with the peach for me.
Yeah, I'd agree. Grapefruit too.
What do you mean you'd agree? I said it. You just agree that I like the lime?
No, I agree for me.
Oh.
I think my power rankings, my top 3 are peach, lime, grapefruit.
I go peach, lime, watermelon.
But you don't even like watermelon.
I hate watermelon. That's the thing. I've told you that many times. I hate watermelon, but I like the high noon watermelon flavored drink. It's crazy. It's one of life's great mysteries. So today,
welcome to the off season.
This is our first off-season episode, right?
Yeah.
Because we last recorded the night of the national championship game, which feels like
10 years ago.
Months ago.
But it was only 9 days ago.
It was 9 days
It was
ago.
only 9 days ago?
Yeah, it was last Monday.
More like 8. Last Monday, but like more like 8 because
It was like
the
1
game
a.m.
was the game ended around.
So we now live in a world where Georgia is the national champ. They've had their parade. They've had all the thing. Half their players are now transferring. Alabama's players are now transferring. So we live in the offseason. The offseason on Unnecessary Roughness is still college football centric, but with a twist. If you like some of the rabbit trails we go down during the regular season, then get ready because you're going down some trails today. And announcement. It occurred to us that maybe the first episode of the offseason would be good to bring back a segment called Brandon Reads Casey's DMs. However, Casey pointed out she hadn't thirst trapped in a while. She hasn't. She needs to put out some bait. She needs to put out the thirst trap this weekend, and next week we should have good DMs.
Yes. Yeah, no, I've been slacking a little bit. It's the holidays. I was a little,
You had COVID.
I had COVID. Wasn't, but
That would have
I'll
been funny if you did COVID thirst traps. Just,
Someone out there has.
I bet they have.
I
yeah.
will be throwing
with
out
the
bait
masks.
for good, better or worse. I might throw out some bad bait too. I mean, we read hate DMs sometimes.
Oh, we read everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm? I mean, we
What'd you think? Oh,
like that. I was gonna put a bad
You're
picture.
gonna
Up.
put a bad
No.
make yourself look ugly.
bring your voice up.
You can't.
I can't.
Just try it.
No, that
Bring yours lower.
Just try it. You want me to talk like this?
I can't. It's gonna hurt my throat.
Because you got COVID.
Stop
have-
saying that.
No symptoms outside of a cough, and I have mucus. Mucus is not a symptom of COVID.
You
I'm
don't
pretty
say
sure.
First of all, it almost certainly probably is.
No, I don't think mucus is. I think it's a telltale sign if you have a lot.
You tested negative though. That's all that
a
matters.
COVID.
Stop saying mucus.
a COVID. A COVID.
You're saying mucus too much.
We're also saying
COVID has a lot of dry coughs. I'm having a lot of mucus coughs. You know.
we're also saying COVID too much for YouTube.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Zah's laughing back there. We're recording. In
He
the
knows.
Don
Yeah.
does not listen to us at all.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he loves
Yes, he is.
listening to us.
He doesn't listen to this show.
He listens to me, especially about COVID. If I had my own COVID special every day,
Oh
he
my
would
God.
he would tune in every day.
Zah, I feel like we're having like a CCK moment right now. I mean,
All
I know
right.
he can't talk right now. But
Yeah, let's focus. Let's focus.
we're focusing. We're focusing.
Everyone said that
One
the
midget
Georgia
comes in the
fans
room,
were
we all
going to be
get-
annoying. I don't think they've been bad.
They haven't been.
No, they've been fine.
The Georgia
fine.
fans have been winning.
I think
with
we were.
grace.
They've been better than
supportive,
Alabama fans. I still get DMs from Alabama fans laughing at me for, you were wrong about us. We made the playoff. Yeah, but then you got your ass kicked by Georgia. So
Yeah.
I will
Thanks,
say,
man.
like in the last 8 or 9 days, I have not been annoyed with the celebration from Georgia fans.
No, it's been fine. It's been fine. I don't think first championships are annoying.
No.
I think second and third championships are
Okay.
annoying. Like Clemson didn't get annoying. Clemson fans didn't get annoying until they won their second one. I think multiple championships makes you annoying. I think once you break through that first one, it's like great. It's nice to be here. Like who's a good one? This isn't good for you, but Red Sox fans were adorable when they won 2004. But when they started winning 3 or 4 back to back.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all of New England.
Yeah, but it's all, and it works for the Patriots too. So we're going to talk about a lot of things. Katie's got some news we'll go down. I have 3 takes that I would like to espouse today, and then we're going to do not only the 2-minute drill, but we're going to do dueling 2-minute drills.
Dueling 2-minute drills.
Question for question.
So if you're new to the podcast this season, in the offseason we do 2-minute drills. It's allotted to usually one person and asks the class 5 random questions. They
Right.
could be football related. They could not be football related, but just a little off-season spice.
Yeah.
Brandon decided we're going to spice it up even more in this offseason, and we're going to do dueling ones, at least today.
Dueling 2-minute drills. Little tennis match. A little back and
A little
forth.
ping pong action.
Before we get into all that in the news, so, yeah. All right, so Georgia wins the national title on Monday. On Wednesday, I'm just sitting there minding my own, chilling, not bothering anybody. When I see the Dave Portnoy show, the show he does for 16-year-olds, I see the Dave Portnoy show. Oh, no, best friend, BFFs, excuse me. That show he does for 16-year-olds. So BFFs tweets out that Stetson Bennett goes on there, and Stetson Bennett says, I have this charity, the DGDfund.org, that gives to 6 charities in Athens, including Happy Feet, including Boys and Girls Club of America. Stetson Bennett says, I would like to shout out my charity, my fund. And Dave said, fine. And then Stetson said, oh, yeah, Brandon Walker, I thought he was this big SEC guy. I DM'd him back in September, and he left me on red, never got back to me. And Dave just had fun with it, said I'm trash and everything. I don't give a shit what Dave Portnoy
Well,
says.
I also jumped in and said if he would have DM'd me, I would have answered it.
Well, that's great.
As the unnecessary roughness.
Get your clout,
co-host.
Casey. Get your clout.
I'm not saying it that. I'm just saying as the unnecessary roughness co-host.
So you didn't rally around me.
Well, how could I rally around you? You left him on red.
He did not.
Actually didn't.
Oh.
So this I can confirm. Like, so I saw that me as helping running Brandon's Instagram. I went in because then Brandon messaged him back to do that. He had to accept the request. It was in the request the entire time.
Oh.
It was
That's
never,
completely different.
It was never.
That is
read.
exoneration because you wouldn't have ever seen it.
And then the next thought is blame Katie, but Katie doesn't read
The
Brandon's
others.
messages.
No, and she shouldn't.
She shouldn't.
she-
That's
yeah,
not
I
her
have
job.
no
No,
interest.
but-
If he told me to, then I would. Well, I will now probably
But-
spot check for big people.
You're completely
but-
exonerated
And so
because
is Katie.
because the 99 plus over there, like if you go into those, like that's where I have to go to get the
Yeah.
DMs because those are people that
People
I don't.
are mean in there.
And also,
They're so mean.
But also, if I had seen the starting quarterback of the Georgia Bulldogs DM me during football season, I'd have come right to unnecessary reference and like, hey guys, we're gonna help Stetson Bennett out. We're gonna do this. I mean,
you're right.
You would have went right to Georgia.
I would have went. Yeah, I would have
cleared.
been like Mr. Fun. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
look, I'm helping this guy because that's free clout for me.
Yes.
Listen,
I just
you're completely cleared.
Yeah, when your last quarterback, who's the guy with 623 yards?
yeah, Costello.
When he DM'd you, I was the one who found it and told you about that.
Yeah.
And then I will say, Brandon, was very nice what you did, and you donated a substantial amount of money,
$2,000.
which I know
I
you're
don't have.
You're a billionaire, but I know also you have 4 kids. That's like 3,000 in lunches.
Yep, I gave $2,000 of my own money. Now, full disclosure, a lot of that was due to Stetson anyway. Stetson kind of won me a lot of money that Monday. So I took it wasn't about twice the winnings that he gave me. But, yeah, so I
Also, tax write-off.
DGDfund.org. DGDfund.org.
the
DGDfund.org.
receipts.
I'm really glad you cleared
Is
the
the
air on
count-
that one because I was gonna also kind of roast you for you just left it on red, but you didn't even see it.
I don't.
That's not your fault.
I don't. First of all, I hardly ever check Instagram DMs. Every now and then I will check Instagram DMs, but I just don't really check Instagram at all. And when he said that, I went back and found it.
Right.
And I saw it September 8th. He DM'd me, and so I don't know
Well, that's
why
kind
he.
of on Stetson for saying that that you left him on red because he can see that you hadn't read it.
I don't know. Did it say?
Yeah, if you don't accept it, it just looks like it's just never been opened. It's
Yeah.
like when a text message
Yes.
doesn't say delivered.
And she showed me right away, and it had accept,
Yeah.
decline, more options at the bottom.
I was under the impression that it said red underneath the message, and that's what Stetson saw. But you're completely
Now, you also have to
exonerated.
realize Stetson may not understand what being left on red means because that man has a flip phone.
That's true.
So
That's true.
He just thinks, oh, he should see it, but he didn't actually know what.
Now he also so after the fact I donated, and then he DM'd me. Is like, oh, I feel bad for putting you on blast. I feel bad now, all that. And I said, hey, it's good publicity for the fund. All good. Congrats on winning your championship. He said thank you, and that was it. That's my Stetson Bennett story.
Well,
so
also Stetson Bennett drunk the next morning is very funny.
I think Good Morning America or whatever it is interviewing the MVP at 7 a.m. the next day is just wildly stupid.
It's just mean.
It's
oh
just,
my God,
it's just mean. Like, why would you? What?
Tottenham scored.
I told you they were going to score.
You
Didn't
can
I tell you
hear
they were
it.
going to score?
I heard it a
I
moment ago.
can't believe I missed that.
Well, why'd you come in and go watch your soccer? Go watch your soccer.
No. This is an important thing in my life. I like this.
He's so spicy.
So spicy.
He did
Pursed
like the
lips.
purse lips. Yeah, like
He
the.
did. I didn't make you come in here.
I know you didn't. I'm not mad at you. I'm just like mad that
So spicy.
I would never be
podcast.
mad.
How much time's left?
That's unreal that he scored.
How much time's left?
It's like about to be over. I just got to tweet about it.
So, anyways,
So
Good Morning
spicy.
America. I think it's just absolutely. It's like bullying. So
Yeah.
These are college kids, and
Yeah.
they just won the national title,
Yeah.
and you know what they're
Huzzah.
gonna go do.
I forgot Saw was over there. I was about to text him. Because
I
he's
mean,
an Arsenal.
this is just off the rails.
I don't know that Jack's ever been the one to drive us off the rails. Okay, now we've got the highlights on the screen. Okay, so there you go.
They scored again.
No, this.
Oh my,
my
God.
God.
No.
So Tottenham.
Oh my God, Za, where are you? They scored again.
This is live?
Yeah.
We're now watching this live. They just scored again. Za's
oh
pissed.
no, poor Za.
Oh my God! You see, oh my God! Great timing, Katie.
Wait, 96-30, and they were in +5, so that might have been the last play of the game then. Look at this. So they tried to dummy him.
Yeah, if they had
And then
5 minutes of
they're-
extra time, and it's
Intercepted.
oh
Look
boy.
at this run right here, Jack.
Look at Steven Bergwijn. He's on.
He's on.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's just bad.
Oh boy.
That's excellent.
Oh.
He does this when he scores. He goes like this because he's Steven Bergwijn.
That's excellent football. That was fun.
That was fun. That was a fun. I'm sure there are
You
many.
could
people.
have gone and watched your little soccer.
No.
Well, you're watching it now. You're. What are you tweeting?
He's doing his job.
Why I have so many jobs at this company?
You have a soccer job?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's why I was watching because I had the guy expressions. It's part of my job.
Yeah, it's one of my best friends. Took him to a wrestling show. The bond that can never be broken.
Oh yeah, he's great. Like he's like a WWE superstar.
Yeah, he's
He's no you, but like
correct. Nobody is. So there, Stetson Bennett matter is now closed. Yes,
Yes. And Good Morning America, stop being mean and bullying college kids.
Casey, how much money did you give when you saw that I gave $2,000?
He didn't ask me to promote it.
It's over. There we go. They're hugging.
All right, we can talk about college football again.
yeah.
There'll be so many of the people in the comments are like, "Get to college football," that are gonna hate the offseason.
So Katie, let's just go through the news. There's Stetson Bennett drunk, whatever. And this this came out yesterday. I don't think it went anywhere. But there was a Twitter account called Ashley_Tatum21. I'm tired of holding the secret. ... At NCAA, I've been paid by Arkansas to sleep with 9 football recruits. There are 5 of us girls in total. I have all the texts, emails, and pay stubs. I just recently performed sexual acts within the last 36 hours. All right. This is one of those memes.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And then Ashley Tatum. I just sucked dick in the last 36 hours.
I mean, listen.
Also, 36 is a weird number.
36
it's
is a
not
weird
the
number.
weirdest, but it's not like last 24.
It's also funny. I
pay
think 9
stubs.
football recruits is funny.
I'm gonna be honest.
No, I think pay stubs.
I
is the
think this
funniest.
was 100% like an Alabama fan.
Oh,
or something
for
like that.
sure.
So that
for
was
sure.
I mean, I do want Sam Pittman to be caught doing something illegal. I really do. I want him to fail tremendously.
Here's the thing. Like every school has, like when the recruits come in, they
Right.
have like the people that show them around and whatever else. I highly doubt if any school is doing this, like the school is actually paying, that they're putting them on the payroll.
Well, correct, yeah.
Right.
Like Hugh
Like-
Freeze was getting pussy for recruits at Ole Miss. There's that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
But
They're not putting them on the payroll.
you're not getting. I don't think you're getting pay stubs.
No, you're getting paid under the table.
No one's that dumb.
No one is that dumb.
Here's your W-2 for the
prostitution.
blowjobs and the sex. Thank you very much. Go ahead and file that by April 15th. Not going to happen.
No, and I mean,
I would love to see a pay stub where Sam Pittman wrote out an old-fashioned receipt. And now, what did you do? You went down on him. Okay, so that's 200. All right. And what else? Oh, doggy. Okay, well, that's 350. Good for you. Good for you, girl.
You are out of control right now.
And then, so was it 2
He won't
recruits?
stop.
Conversation with Ebony got
Was
him in
it
the
2
mood.
recruits
Yeah.
or 3 recruits? Oh, it's a quarterback.
So what
that's
you're describing
500.
is prostitution.
Oh, it's a 5-star.
What? That's what you're describing as prostitution.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
I
it's-
just wanted to put that out
So
there.
this is just I don't think the account ever exists. Or
No,
exists
didn't
anymore.
it? Didn't it get taken
It's,
down?
yeah, it's already gone.
Yeah, and it only had like 100 followers, and there was something weird with it, right?
It.
Like
Like I was saying, it.
no, the account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It was recently made, I think.
It's very.
I just almost had the cough. That's it.
Oh God.
I'm all right.
So spicy. All right, so what else we got? Oh,
Oh, Jack will love this one.
let's pour one out for our homie.
Gotta
This
pour
is
one out.
so hilarious, though,
Jack.
for Tate Martell, that his business is already about to blow up. We don't know what it is, but it's going to blow up.
I don't know who Joe Arrigo is. I really don't. But I assume he's maybe a media member. I wanted to give an update on UNLV quarterback Tate Martell. He is retired from football and focusing on business ventures. He is grateful for Coach Arroyo and UNLV for giving him a chance. I would also like to keep an eye on what Tate has going on business-wise. It's about to blow up. So, knowing business of college athletes like I do right now, that either means he's doing NFTs or crypto.
I think it's going to be NFTs.
What about OnlyFans?
He's not hot enough for that.
Somebody said
I think he's pretty hot.
Somebody said
College
that
girls
he's going to
would
be
think that.
running his sister's OnlyFans. That was kind of mean, though.
That is.
Oh,
mean.
that's not
nice.
great.
That's not
Come
nice.
on. What are we doing?
I mean,
Boo.
he's pretty good looking.
I don't know. He's too young.
Well, right, but I mean,
But speaking of good-looking college guys, we're gonna. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
take
I
that
remember
back.
that. I remember that. Yeah, no, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
But Jack, I mean, this is the end of an era for us because you and I have been making fun of, written respectfly,
Tate
Martell since 2018.
I mean, you still got his business adventure to look at.
You and I have had that bond since I started at Barstool.
Tathan's been through so much.
Yeah.
7 schools.
He's asked my dude.
He's asked my dude.
That's
Nick Starkel.
Then going to Ohio State, Miami. We thought he was going to be it for Miami. Then he went to UNLV. There was somewhere in between.
He's asked my dude.
Was it Ohio State at some point?
No, Ohio
I would say
State
it was
Where
was
did
after,
Ohio State?
that was
Ohio
after
State.
A&M, but he didn't ever actually go to A&M.
He was only a
He was
commit.
committed to A&M, and that's when He's Asked My Dude came out because he was talking about Nick Starkel. I mean, this has been a very long.
It's like
saga
6
in college
degrees of
football.
separation to like Nick Starkel's been at 25 schools himself.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you talk about Tate Martell and Nick Starkel, you're pretty much crossing every fan base in the country.
Somehow, and Justin Bieber.
Nick Starkel was A&M, Arkansas, San Jose State, I believe. What a wild sociological trip that is.
Yeah.
Going from College Station back in time to Fayetteville and then to the hellscape that is California.
Please.
What?
He was Gatorade Player of the Year, I think, in America when he
Tate?
played at Bishop Gorman.
Yes.
2016.
Heck,
And he
QB1 was
He
like-
threw, I think, 1 touchdown in his career.
2-time USA Today All-American in 2014 and 16. Wonder what went wrong in 15.
Maybe got injured.
Now, here's a real thing. Here's a question.
Okay.
Speaking of Tate Martell, huge recruit, never mattered in college. Whatever, that happens. I don't think you can.
whatever.
Whatever. Didn't matter in college. But in the age of the transfer portal, in the age of the recruits going as fast, going here, going there, going everywhere, using maybe a Quinn Ewers, for example. Like Quinn Ewers, biggest recruit ever, goes to Ohio State. We haven't seen him play yet. He's already transferred once. In the age of the transfer portal, are we going to see more Tate Martells where they're big-time recruits and they never stay long enough to get on the field for anybody? Like, maybe if he stays at Ohio State, he eventually gets on the field. Maybe he waits him out and gets on the field. But the fact that he went to Miami, never could get there, so then he never stayed anywhere long enough to move up the depth chart. He always thought, I'm good enough to start now. Start me now. You're not? Okay, I'm leaving. So in the age of the transfer portal, is that going to be an issue going forward?
Well, I definitely think it's because, you look at even, what Katie has his Wikipedia pulled up, and one of the sources says too young, 14-year-old quarterback commits to Huskies for 2017.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
commit
and
to
so it's
Washington.
so if you're told at that age that you are good enough to be signed at a D1 Power 5 school, and then you don't immediately get on the field, you get butthurt about it.
Well, it said right there he's a 2-time USA Today All-American in 2014-16. So in 14 he would have been a sophomore. That means at 15 years old, you enter your 10th grade year 15. So at 15 years old, he was being told he was the next great one.
Right. And
Right.
so then, he commits to A&M.
Then he stopped growing.
He commits to A&M, and then that fell apart, and then he goes to Ohio State, and he was redshirted. And I feel like if you're told your entire life that you are the next guy, and he was on that TV show,
Yeah.
and all that, he had all this attention, and then he's not good enough to be the starter.
You know who?
But I think the future is going to hold a lot more Tate Martells, not less.
Yes. But you know who he was about to go to if he didn't retire?
Where?
Yep.
I just said where.
Yep. Think.
Now.
UConn.
Yep. I got it from 2 very
UConn?
knowing sources because
wait,
of Jim
Jack,
Mora.
You're kind of self-owning yourself right now. So his choices
No,
were
no,
UConn or just stop playing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And he stinks.
How's he doing at UConn? How's
It seems I'm in.
you're in?
Well,
On
you're
Jim
always
Mora.
in.
You were never out even when they were
Right.
terrible.
Oh, yeah, but I'm in on Jim Mora.
Okay.
I was out on Randy Edsel.
So you're double in.
I'm double. Oh, I'll never not be in on UConn.
Well, also, this is the first week of the offseason. Everybody's all in
No,
on the team.
I've been in since they hired Jim Mora. I think don't get me wrong. It's still a joke, but I think we're going in the right direction. I think
Okay.
he cares. His wife's hot too.
There we go.
Important.
Yep. Za.
Also, Jackson Dart's mother went to Oklahoma with him on his
Right.
visit. He's in the transfer portal. She looks like his sister.
By the way,
We posted it on our.
when are we going to get control of this transfer portal? Because teams are doubling up now. Teams are
You're not going to be able to get in control of it.
But last year Tennessee doubled up. They brought in Joe Milton and Hendon Hooker. It ended up being a god damn.
That's his mother.
Tennessee doubled up last year. I think remember that year that Kirby doubled up one year. Jamie Newman and JT Daniels,
yeah.
who's now back in the transfer portal. Now Auburn has just doubled up.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn took in Zach Calzada, and then they just took a guy in.
Nebraska did too.
Nebraska doubled up, and
Yep.
and
Casey
Oklahoma.
Thompson and Chuba
Purdy.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma has already taken in Dylan Gabriel, and they're still hosting Jackson Dart. Like, what? You're just fucking kids over at that point. You're just fucking kids over.
But
the kids don't have
they
to go
are
there.
businesses. We've acknowledged these are businesses. This is America. It's capitalism. You get as much as you.
I think you're just hurting yourself long term if you take two quarterbacks, you look indecisive, you look, and
But you need to.
But didn't you? Yeah, you
I think
talked
that's
about
been
Georgia.
proven.
But it also
all this year with
but
that
neither
point.
one of those wants to go be a backup.
Right.
All you're going to do is get to camp. One's going to win the job, the other's leaving.
So be better.
Yeah.
How about go somewhere that has an opening?
That may be
Like
something.
I
that
wouldn't
happens.
go be the second quarterback at Oklahoma. I'd go be the first quarterback at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But all the kids think they will win it.
Right. That's the thing. That's like you're thinking about that as like a 40-year-old grown man.
Yeah.
These are like teenagers that have been told their whole lives that they're going to be a Heisman Trophy winner and a national champion.
Like who did Auburn just take? Auburn just took a quarterback transfer.
I guess not all of them. I mean, like some of them are backups and then end up being pretty good by the end of their career. But I feel like at that age, there's no way that you.
21 tonight. Did you take Tottenham?
Dan
just opened the door, said he had 21 plays.
21
He was
plays.
15-5 last night.
Oh, pretty good.
This is again, if you're just listening to this, we're recording in the radio room, which is a glass aquarium in the office, so we're much more distracted.
When are we?
than normal.
We're sitting ducks out here. Robbie Ashford from,
And then they have Calzada.
and they have Calzada, yeah.
The Cuban Missile.
So they just traded Robbie Ashford for Bo Nix.
I thought it was Zach Calzada. Oh, for Oregon.
I will say,
But-
Zach Calzada is the Alabama killer. Great to be on.
Yeah, but he's not. Problem is, you can kill Alabama and then lose to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and LSU.
You're not wrong about that.
I didn't think I was. So
I was just
you're so spicy.
whatever. Also, Hunter Johnson.
This is weird.
Yeah,
First of all, is he going back there to learn how to coach? Like
it may be.
he's not good enough. Like Grace Rayner says can confirm Hunter Johnson is returning to Clemson, as Steve Wiltfong reported. Clemson's first transfer portal position is its own former 5-star quarterback, but he went to 2 schools, didn't he? He went to Northwestern, then he went somewhere else, I think.
I think it was Clemson, Northwestern, Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay, so he stayed at Northwestern. Okay,
Yeah.
So he went to Northwestern, didn't do anything out there. Now he's coming back to Clemson. I think
He
he's coming
lost
back
his starting
to get.
job a few times.
I think he's coming back to
Yes,
get a
he
degree
was-
where he wants it, and it's probably going to.
He was not good.
Be a
at
grad assistant.
Yes.
Northwestern.
I
It was
agree
between
with
him and Helinski. I think they flip-flopped throughout the season.
Um,
Or one ended up winning.
I think they hired within for their offensive coordinator. I bet he was the quarterback's coach,
Yeah.
and he was the quarterback's coach who hired
recruited,
Hunter,
yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, come with me. You'll eventually work for me."
Yeah.
And would you rather be at Northwestern in South Carolina or
Close. You wanna
Northwestern
spend your-
in
you wanna-
Chicago,
You want
or
to
do you
spend
want
your
to be
fall?
Clemson?
You'll spend your fall and winter in Chicago, or you want to come down here?
I might
Hotter
be wrong,
ladies,
and
too.
this is no disrespect to Clemson at all, but I would assume Clemson is an easier academic school than Northwestern.
Probably, I would think so. Jackson Dart's on his tour. By the way, I don't understand what Lane Kiffin's going for here. I'm not just hating on him because he's Ole Miss's coach, but he rented an Aston Martin, or he got it. What? That's
did that
clearly
with
not
him.
his.
They did that with another recruit too. Remember they
Yeah.
did the sweatshirt
Right.
swap.
Yeah, so he's just taking recruits out and getting a picture in front of an Aston Martin that clearly has a car dealership on it. Like that, they didn't even put a tag on it.
Wasn't he driving around someone else in a Porsche?
No, it was another Aston Martin.
Maybe
I
he's
think.
trying to get a deal with
Maybe a car
Yeah.
dealership. It's a pathetic amount of snow on the ground too. That's a catastrophe in Mississippi.
like
by the way.
if you've got the
That's a catastrophe.
Yeah.
That
in
is a
Mississippi.
catastrophe.
That will shut down
Yes.
the state for
Yeah.
days.
Oh,
I
yeah, school- no
guarantee
one's going
you,
to
school was canceled that day.
guaranteed. But like if you think about it, like if he's showing the dealer plates, maybe he's trying to cop an NIL deal for some of these guys.
Yeah, I guess he is. Jackson Dart, the USC freshman quarterback, is just going around the country. He's going to every school.
I don't blame him.
This transfer portal.
His girlfriend goes to Utah, though, so it's an ultimate test of my theory.
Yeah, but Utah has a starting quarterback.
Well, every school pretty much has a starting quarterback now.
But Utah has a young starting quarterback coming back. Like
Cam Rising can't be. That guy looks 32.
he's young by Utah standards.
Yeah.
He does. He only has 3 wives and 6 kids.
Jack, how many of your girlfriend transfer things have been right?
Well, Kadon Slovis.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I guess
not how you say
no,
it.
it's not Keaton. People get mad at me.
It's Kadon?
I think
I
so.
think it's Keaton.
No, it's Keaton.
Keaton Slovis went
Or
to
Keaton.
Pitt.
Yeah.
All
Which
right,
I'm gonna
maybe
talk about
Keaton.
yeah.
Keaton Slovis went to Pitt.
I'm pretty sure it's Keaton, but
Adrian Martinez went to Kansas State. His girlfriend also plays soccer there. Levi Williams had like the greatest game in Wyoming quarterback history in that bowl game. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. He decided to just leave Wyoming and go to Utah State. His girlfriend goes there. He proposed to her a week later.
So we're waiting on Caleb Williams?
Yep.
Yeah, but he doesn't really have a girlfriend. Did I tell you he messaged me?
Yeah. Yeah, he was not happy with you. What did he call you? Creepy?
Yeah, like bro, like dude.
Welcome to content.
Man's got a point.
I mean, yeah, but like all I did was screenshot.
Did he see your TikToks of the rankings of the hottest girls?
Yeah, that's what he was talking
No,
about.
that was before.
Okay.
Those.
All right. Well, maybe he wouldn't think he was creepy. You could help him out.
It's,
If he's transferring, you could give him the list of top 10 hottest fan bases.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
You
Caleb
could
Williams.
you could be like an agent on the transfer portal. When a guy enters the transfer portal, he DMs you like, "Hey man, where the pussy at?" And you'll be like, go to UConn, go to Utah.
I mean,
go
Brandon,
somewhere.
I have news for you. Caleb Williams can get girls anywhere he goes.
Yeah, if
know,
you're the
but-
starting quarterback, you get the hot.
I
of the
mean,
hot.
Yeah, I understand that, but I just you want to make sure you're fishing in the right pond.
I mean,
know?
I think any college town, if you're the starting quarterback, is the right pond.
No. There's
What?
better ponds. There's
There's
always a better
ponds.
pond.
Oh, yeah, but
ponds
there's like
change. There's small ponds and there's big lakes and then
And he
there's-
was at I got work. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. The pond at Oklahoma is a big pond too. It's a great pond. So he's gonna want to upgrade. I think USC
is-
would be an upgrade.
Oh, what a pond! What a pond!
But
USC.
Oklahoma is a massive pond too.
big pond, but landlocked.
I
not
mean-
not nearly.
Yes,
as-
that is
Katie,
true.
we-
and you
we're
can
gonna
get
get accused of
UCLA
this
in
You
there.
go
allowing
saltwater. You can go
misogynistic-
big game fishing
hey,
out there.
Hey, you guys know what you're doing right now? You're opening me and Katie up to being complicit to your misogyny.
This
Well,
is
didn't you
not
have a show
misogyny.
called Loud and Complicit?
Yeah. But
Oh, just wait
Well,
till
you
we
got
talk about
something to talk about now.
the hot football coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
right.
open it up
Yeah.
for you in a minute.
you're right.
Oh, that's fine. I would love for you guys to talk about hot football.
We're
coaches.
going to.
I will not be commenting.
I will.
But
I'm going to talk about hot football coaches all day. So JT Daniels has entered the transfer portal. Fine, whatever. But I will probably, when I'm 90 years old and a quivering mass, and I'm on my deathbed, and everybody's
You're
saying
gonna make it to
goodbyes,
90?
and when I'm 70 and I'm laying on my deathbed, and I'm gonna be laying there, and I'm still gonna be thinking, boy, if a team would just give JT Daniels a chance, he'd
Yeah.
be something.
I agree.
Like I went all the way down in the national championship game to the fourth quarter thinking they got to put JT Daniels in, and now he's back in the transfer portal. Maybe he's just not that good,
Jack, does JT Daniels have a girlfriend?
no.
so he might go anywhere, or he might not go. He might go nowhere.
How many years of eligibility does he have left?
A decent amount, I'm pretty sure.
3?
He has the torn ACL year,
Yeah, plus COVID year.
but he
Played this year a little bit, so
I think he could play for 2 more years.
wow, these guys play forever now.
I would almost say 3, right?
No, not 3 for sure. He started in 2018.
He started in 2018, and he was
He's
like,
only had
on
2
rosters.
seasons.
he's played.
Yeah, but
All right, so 20 doesn't count.
No, 20 doesn't count. So he's played 3, and then he had his ACL season.
ACL season's 19.
So he
tore
might
it
have
at
2 years.
USC.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna have 3. He's gonna have
No,
2.
2. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
By the
that's-
way, what's Georgia gonna do? Like, is Stetson gonna be their quarterback next year?
That's what I was thinking about.
I guess.
Like, yeah, but I think he's gonna want to be guaranteed the start. I don't know that they're gonna commit to him as a starter. I think they're gonna
Brock,
want to
yeah.
move to Brock Vandagriff or maybe one of those young freshmen, which Brock Vandagriff is. So it's interesting to watch what Kirby's gonna do. Is he gonna run it back with Stetson?
I mean, this is an outlandish theory.
because you
but
might lose you might lose Brock Vandagriff.
They may be still talking to Caleb Williams.
It's true.
Yeah, you never know.
You never
And
know.
Kirby wouldn't give a fuck either.
No.
No.
Kirby would bring him in and say, hey, Stetson, right off into the sunset.
Yeah, it's like, Stetson, thank you very much. And here's the thing. Stetson will probably transfer next year, play at UAB, play at Sanford, have a good year, and maybe even bigger than that. I don't know. But transfer, have a good year. After that, graduate. He's not going to the pros probably. Come back to the sidelines at Athens for the next 50 years and be a hero. And live a hell of a life.
Yeah.
A hell of a life. I mean,
a hell of a life. Sell some insurance in Athens. Have
car dealership.
Have a bar.
If he had a bar?
Stetson's 22 bar, so 22 bar and grill or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's easy peasy. What a life.
Maybe he could start dealing out some NIL deals from the bar. Wait, can you do alcohol with NIL?
No.
You can't.
I don't think so, right?
No, I know
because
it's
It
no
might vary
gambling.
state by state, but I think it's
you gotta
no
be 21 to drink
gambling.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Most of these players.
Yeah,
Gambling will
gambling,
probably
no-
never happen.
Yeah, gambling will
Alcohol.
never happen, yeah.
Because I don't even think NFL players can.
No,
team up.
I think gambling has happened. If you ask Florida State fans, they think the Barstool, a gambling company,
That
has
is true.
paid for a quarter.
We forgot.
Played for a
I forgot.
5-star to go to Jackson State.
Speaking of, Dion told us today on the Pro Football Show taping to be on the lookout for another massive recruiting news bomb within the next week from him.
Didn't
Look
they
out.
also get like the top,
did
the
get
fourth best
At
wide
the
receiver?
All-American,
Yeah.
Army All-American game.
Yeah.
They got a big pickup.
He said
and
he's got
he
another
wasn't
one coming.
expected to get him either. But it was funny because that guy was supposed to go to Miami, and all the Miami fans made fun of the Florida State fans when
Right.
the other guy went to Jackson
So
State.
he's just
and
burning down the state of Florida.
I wonder who it is. But it would make sense because National Signing Day Part 2 is coming up.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to fire off 3 takes, and we're going to do our dueling 2-minute drills. Okay. Casey,
Brandon,
how are you eating?
you know what? I'm going to be honest. I haven't been eating great.
Yeah.
I'm not a big New Year's resolution person.
Right.
But, that's usually when people start eating really well.
Right.
For some reason, I've been backwards.
Well, the good news is if you are or not a New Year's resolution person, I got a company that can make you eat well, that can make you eat healthy, that can help you with whatever. It's HelloFresh.
You know what my problem is, Brandon?
What?
Is that, and we talk about HelloFresh all the time. I'm a huge proponent of HelloFresh.
Right.
I've been skipping my weeks, which you can do, which
Yeah.
people don't realize that. Like, if you become a HelloFresh member and like say you're going to be out of town, you can skip the week they don't bill you.
Right.
I've done that so many weeks in a row because I'm lazy.
Right.
That now I've been eating like shit because I've not been using my HelloFresh.
Well, this is for everybody out there and for you. It's time to get back into
It
it.
is.
HelloFresh has easy to make recipes. They have recipe cards that are 30 minutes or less. They send you a box with all the fresh ingredients. They're all organized into certain recipes. You just take out the ingredients. They're all individually wrapped. They're fresh. They're great. They're healthy. You take the recipe card, and in 30 minutes, you're going to have a delicious home-cooked meal, but you don't have to go to the grocery store. You don't have to send out for groceries because, by the way, I don't know if we talked about that, but going to the grocery store is one thing. You have the hassle of getting there and going through lines and getting behind a couponer. But getting your groceries sent to you, the fees are astronomical these days. It's ridiculous. So I'm helping you circumvent all that. HelloFresh is going to send you a box of food with instructions and healthy, delicious meals. And all you got to do is make it. It's fantastic.
And the good thing with it, too, is like obviously you can eat very healthy, but there's also options that are not. So like if you're kind of feeling naughty one week and you want to do like a sloppy Joe or a different kind of burger, a pizza, they do that, too. So you can pick it every week. I look forward to picking my menu every week. So I'm going to get back on that next week.
It is really, really, really fun, and it's delicious, and it's healthy. It's everything.
It's everything. It's easy.
It's convenient. It's easy.
You can
it's
trick
fantastic.
people into thinking you're a good cook. I've done that for a few dates.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you – we used to give you 14 free meals, which is 2 weeks. We're going 16 in 2022.
16.
Bigger in 22.
And keep in mind that that's also for 2 people. So really that's 16 times 2.
HelloFresh.com/Walker16. HelloFresh.com/Walker16 and use the code Walker16 to get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. We're giving you free meals, free gifts, and in exchange, you get some of the best food out there.
It's easy to make. I mean, like 32 free meals.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of meals.
That's a lot. That's all. That's a month.
I mean, yeah. Well, unless you're 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I get the family plan.
Yeah. I was about to say they do
And
have
you can't
family
do that.
plans.
You can get a healthy plan. You can get a family plan. You can get a quick plan. They have so many ways.
Gourmet
to
plan?
They got everything.
Oh, that
It's-
steak
again,
they have.
It's HelloFresh.com/Walker16. HelloFresh.com/Walker16. And here are my 3 takes. usually a week after the national title game, you start wondering about spring football. You start thinking about 2022. You start thinking about what your team looks like. Have we now entered a world? Because I know there's 2 early top 25s, but they don't mean anything, and they're not going to be even close. Have we now entered a world where you can't really judge or even formulate an opinion on your 2022 team or your next year's team until like the summer, like a month before?
Yeah, because I mean, you
don't know who's going to play for them.
Yeah, we have no idea.
And I know, like, you guys have a huge recruiting class, a great recruiting class.
Also, can I tell you something?
Please.
The $30 million thing
Yeah.
is like, obviously it's not true. That's an internet rumor.
Yeah.
But apparently it's very upsetting on the A&M message boards that people actually believe that's true.
I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money, whatever. It just is what it is. It's going to be worth it, by the way.
But it's not true.
Okay. Whatever it is.
How did that even rumor come
Whatever
out?
the money is, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I would love to say
I think
that
I saw somebody.
my school spent $30 million on recruits.
I saw somebody tweet
means
out
we got
yesterday
money.
that if A&M only held on to the recruits they have from Houston, Houston and Texas, they only sign the Houston kids that they've got committed, they will have a top 10 class. They have a top 10 class just from one city.
See, and
Houston's crazy.
Houston's insane. So you were talking to Jack earlier about like him being all in,
Yeah.
like a week into the offseason.
You're all in?
Oh, I'm all in. I'm all in.
2022, it's your year?
No.
People are like 2023,
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, but you're starting to get
But
Because
see, you
this
can't
is-
not the first
This is
week,
his third
guys.
class?
Yes,
4th, right?
fourth. No, this would be his fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's time to get going.
Yeah.
No more Gator Bowls.
This is the thing is that it's
It's
week
time to go.
It's week 1.
Who's going quarterback, though?
Somebody that's really good.
No, it's Wegman
Or Max Johnson?
or Max Johnson. Max Johnson.
Yeah.
But again,
He's another
this-
one. Max Johnson's girlfriend plays on A&M's tennis team. She's like one of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life.
Jack
Well,
is just. I mean,
Jack's,
Jack's
you're just horny as fuck today.
No,
so
it's
are
Crazy,
you.
Jack. Just relax.
I appreciate women.
Let me just see how horny he is. I want to see how good looking she is.
You can go to people that follow me on Instagram. She follows me on Instagram.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
relax.
what a humble brag. But the reason that you say who's going to be their quarterback, and I'm like, well, you've got Wegman
Yeah.
or Weigman. I believe it's Weigman.
Posted
Doesn't
each
matter.
other yet.
Does-
I'll get
but
you the name.
they like. We don't know who he's going to get in the transfer portal. We don't know he could get somebody crazy on the next signing day. I have no idea. So
He's
I can't
already
even,
got Max Johnson.
I know, but I'm just saying I can't get excited about. I mean, I'm already excited. I'm not going to
Yeah.
like hitch my cart to the whatever
Lost my pen.
whatever that saying is.
Yeah. Okay. My next. This isn't a take. This is more of a question. College football's over. We still got pro football, and I know you like Tom Brady, and you like the Patriots, but you also kind of enjoy the troll that you're living right now with going deep into the Tom Brady-ness and doing the Pats game. Like you're doing some trolling, but I know you're a big Brady fan. But my question is this.
Imagine being trolling on the internet and people not understanding you're trolling.
It's like we have fans who
I
live
sent
to
you a
troll
DM.
us, and when we troll them once, it's like they freak out.
It was so funny. So first of all, I do love Tom Brady, but it was so funny to me that everyone was thinking they were dunking on me by going back to like old Barstool Radio quotes when
Yeah.
I said that I grew up in Dallas, so I was a Cowboys fan, and they're like, "Wow, this," and I'm like, "You guys just don't get it, do you?"
Oh. Okay.
You are.
Let's put it back on the news. Let's put it back on the
cameras.
news. Let's put it back on the news.
You
Put it
are
back on the news. Put
Are
it
you
back-
sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm positive. I'm
Please,
positive.
we're gonna get canceled.
We're not. We're fine.
I was right though. I was not being
No, you
horny.
were-
I
you
was
were-
just
you were-
like
you were-
appreciating.
You were.
She's awesome though.
My question is this: when watching the NFL playoffs or the NFL, how much does your college fandom bleed into that? How much? Because when Dak Prescott got drafted, he is our number one guy forever. He's my favorite Mississippi State Bulldog ever. He's the most important Mississippi State Bulldog ever before I came along. And he got drafted to the Cowboys. I've forever hated the Cowboys. My whole life I've hated the Cowboys. Hated them. Then he got drafted there, and I have to root for him to win because that's my guy. Do you have these allegiances that go through from Texas A&M? Does it have to be a quarterback? Because, like,
No.
we got some defensive linemen like Fletcher Cox, and I don't root for the Eagles. We have, we have Chris Jones. I don't root for the Chiefs. We have Jeffrey Simmons. I don't root for the Titans. But I root for the Cowboys because I want to see Dak win. Where does it stop?
Skills position sounds like.
No, but I mean, I can honestly say, like, I'm thinking, obviously Ryan Tannehill, like, I'm not like rooting for the Titans, but I'd like to see him succeed. I'm not going to root against him, but I'm not a Titans fan. You've got Von Miller. When he was on the Broncos, I paid more attention to the Broncos. Now with the Rams, I'm not either a fan of either one of those teams.
But if Johnny had stuck as a Browns quarterback and was the Browns quarterback now and was successful, you'd be rooting for the Browns.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's because Johnny is Johnny.
Right.
But that's also, I mean, it goes back to it depends on what kind of fan you're talking to. Because if you're talking to an NFL fan, that's first and foremost an NFL fan. That's not going to change. If you're talking to a college football fan like you and I are, then that does change. You know, it's like that was the whole argument. People are like, why are you switching NFL teams? It's like, because I like the player better than the team. But in college, like Johnny chose to come to A&M. And I know the transfer portal is going to start fucking that up. But Johnny will always be an Aggie, regardless if he played on 17 NFL teams. I would have followed him to whatever NFL team. But I also, like, it depends on what team they go to, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you hate that NFL team, you're going to be like...
Who's an NFL team you hate?
That I hate?
Yeah, I hate the Steelers.
I don't think I hate
the Cowboys. I've always hated the Cowboys, and then Dak has kind of challenged it. I hate those two teams. I hate the Patriots.
Why? Because they're so good?
Yeah, precisely.
See, I don't think that I have like a hate. There are teams that I don't like, but that goes back to the fact that I grew up only hating college football teams. You know?
I guess I have a lot more hate in my heart than
you do.
I have so much
you're also
hate.
so much older, so you have longer time to hate.
It's not really necessary. Not necessary at all. One more take before we get to our dueling 2-minute drills. Okay? Y'all realize the ACC next year is going to be really fucking good?
What makes you say that?
Huh?
Katie's already like,
Thank
no.
you, Katie. Well, first of all, North Carolina, don't worry about it. You're not going to be very good. But
was mean.
Clemson will be right back.
How do you know that?
Clemson's not going to. Well, first of all, they were not.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Clemson was 10-3 this year, and I think DJ will start to develop into the version we thought. I think Clemson will be really good. They're bringing back. They were very young this year.
I mean, the problem with Clemson, I don't think is necessarily is DJ. They just need more weapons. They need more people to help him in options.
And I assume they'll get it. Wake Forest is bringing back everybody, and they just went 11-2. Hartman's back.
They would have lost in the bowl game.
Is he officially back, or I've seen him on draft boards?
I believe he's back.
Okay.
NC State had a good year this year. Devin Leary is back.
No, don't remind me.
Why are you poo-pooing this entire take?
I said don't remind me about NC State being good.
She does not like this take. I will say
No,
this.
Florida State, by the way, will get only, but they have the number 1 transfer class in America, and they have number 13 recruit. Like I think they will turn the corner. Miami has a legitimate coach now, and they got Tyler Van Dyke coming back, very good quarterback.
Connecticut.
Brendan Armstrong is coming back at Virginia. Pitt brings back everybody except Kenny Pickett, and they replace him with Keaton Slovis. And if Kenny Pickett could take the step he took between last year and this year, imagine Keaton Slovis.
They do lose Mark Whipple.
They don't lose Addison, though.
I know.
So I think they're going to be really – like I think the ACC, and I'll do this for every conference every week, because I think the SEC has a chance to be down.
Katie's trying to show us.
Sam Hartman, you're right, is back. Yeah. But no, I agree with your take, or like I can see where you're coming from. I'm just – everyone assumes last year that Clemson would be great, and they just always reload, but they weren't. Like what?
Again, they went 10-3.
For Clemson standard, that's not great.
I know, but by Clemson you're judging them by Clemson standards. By college football standards, they will be a very good football team.
No, I do want the ACC to be up, but I'm so used to, like, it's preseason rankings. Like even if you have all the pieces, like
I'm not saying preseason rankings. I'm saying based on what's coming back, this is going to be a very competitive league next year. It's going to be a fascinating league.
Gotcha. Okay, I was confused on like what was you're seeing that was making you say that.
I just told you.
That was the first time that you said based on what's coming back across the board.
But I listed all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I agree with Brandon on most of the reasons.
Yeah,
Clemson's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like they were good this year.
Clemson was good this year, and we act like they weren't. And not just you, everybody. Everybody acts like they weren't, but they were.
They were, and you're right, they weren't up to standards, though. They were 10th through 15th, probably in terms of talent on the field and how they played. However, Clemson fans expect top 4.
Yeah.
But
or at least in the ACC championship
I don't
game.
think they're losing a lot of players. A lot of them are coming back. And it seemed like they turned a corner later in the year. DJ does need to take a step forward.
A big one.
Because he took a step back. So, and then Wake Forest. It seems like ACC. And you forgot to, did you say Boston College or no?
Phil Jerkovich is coming back.
Phil Jerkovich is coming back. Boston College won't be bad.
And they would have been probably better this year if he hadn't gotten hurt for most of the year.
Yep. And they were even pretty good just in general.
Yeah.
And that was what's his name? Hafley or Hadley?
Jeff Hafley.
Jeff Hafley.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty good coach. He's been on some like radars of some better teams. So I think ACC will be a little bit more improved.
I mean, based on the list that you just read, I'm going off the top of my head. I know you're going to do every conference
Well, yeah, through the
I know,
offseason.
I know, but like that sounds pretty fucking good.
But
And,
just
like,
off the top of my head, SEC, like the East is going to be bad. Like Florida, I think is not good right now. Kentucky is pretending to be a good team. Georgia's taking a big step back. South Carolina will be okay, I guess. Vanderbilt, like Missouri, the East is going to be really bad. The West, Alabama will be really, really fucking good.
I'm not sure if Georgia's going to take the biggest step back.
I think they're going to take. They can't not take a step back with everything they're losing on defense, though.
That is true.
They
Don't they
recruit
do
at
that
such a high
every-
level.
They
They'll
do
still
it
be the
every
best team in the
year.
East, but they won't be they're not a national title contender in 2022. I don't.
I would disagree with that. I think they're probably still positioned pretty highly. If you look at the odds too,
I think
I know
they're-
they're reflecting what just happened, but they're second across. They're 3-1 to win.
You
the
think
Natty.
so Alabama will be the best team in the SEC.
Yes.
I would put A&M second probably.
We'll
if A&M
see.
can find the quarterback.
Because
But I don't know who
your-
Georgia's quarterback's going to be.
Georgia. If it's Stetson Bennett, it's good enough.
Yeah, but I think they might. I think they might psych themselves. I think they might try to keep a freshman. I think they might say Brock Vandagriff, you're the guy because I don't want to lose a 5-star freshman. Kirby only sees stars.
I mean, look at what he
Yeah,
did
but
with
then
Jamie
why he
Newman.
let JT Daniels run away?
I think he just yeah.
I know a transfer is different from a recruit. I just think Georgia's going to reload. They're the new Alabama. Oh, they're losing everyone, but they lose everyone every year.
Yeah.
But you aren't wrong. They had an all-time defense this year.
All right. Are you ready for the dueling 2-minute drills?
Yeah, I want you to go first. Are Jack and Katie answering, or just me and you?
Yeah. Oh no. Everybody can answer.
Okay.
Especially mine. Well, a couple of them are just you. So number one, 2-minute drills.
2-minute
just
drills.
Random questions. That's a college football question.
The inaugural 2022
I have
2-minute drill.
2 of my 5 are college football questions. Okay.
2 of my 5 are college football
Number
questions.
1. This is a hypothetical.
Okay.
If your favorite team, your school, could have 4 years of Cam Newton as the quarterback or 4 years of Nick Saban as the coach,
Nick Saban.
which one would
Nick
you
Saban.
take?
Nick Saban.
Didn't even think about it, either one of you.
I thought about it. I didn't even think hard about it.
Cam Newton.
Why, Katie?
Nick Saban will provide a bigger all-around picture.
Yeah.
He'll
'Cause
get people like Cam Newton to come, whereas Cam Newton is one person on the field.
I mean, are you talking about like currently like for Texas A&M
I'm saying your school.
right now?
No, whatever. Your school could have Nick Saban coach for 4 years or Cam Newton be the quarterback for
It
4
depends.
years.
It depends on like right now. I would say Cam Newton for A&M because A&M needs a quarterback and Jimbo is recruiting. But there have been years in past with other head coaches where they don't have a good recruiting class, and I would rather have a coach that can recruit. So it depends on when this hypothetical is being
Also,
presented.
It's hypothetical.
I'm very happy with Sam Howell as a player. I would love him as a quarterback. I'll take him every year. He needs people around him.
Jack?
Nothing against Sam Howell. Different universes, Sam Howell and Cam Newton.
Yeah, 100%.
For UConn, it's Nick Saban because like Cam Newton's not going to change it. But I
Well,
think
you
if
said
you,
Cam Newton.
but then I thought about it because I
Oh, yeah.
listened to Katie and Casey.
I think that.
But if you get Cam Newton for 4 years though,
I mean, that's unbelievable. It's not like so easy.
I
That,
mean, he
and the
took
re-
a 7-5 team to a national championship.
The reason I said it so quickly is because I would rather have the greatest coach of all time coaching my team than
Coaches
Cam,
usually need a few years to get going,
there's so
and
many
then
holes
they're going
in
to be
this
gone.
hypothetical.
They're going to be gone by the time they get going.
Brandon.
I go back and forth. I think the answer is Saban, although Cam changes everything. Cam
Well, of
takes
course.
whatever you've got. And Cam is 100% at winning national titles. He played 1 year. He won 1 national title. My reason for picking Saban is I know Cam won every game he ever played in, and he won a national title, but he could have lost. Like he beat Mississippi State 17-14 that year. He didn't play well there. In the national title game, he wasn't very good. They won 22-19. I know that it's said that he drug an Auburn team to the title, and that's fine. For the most part, he did. But he was not good in the title game, and they still won by defense and running game. So, like, his record, if I get Nick Saban, if I get Cam Newton, I'm not guaranteed a national title in my
Right.
opinion. If I get Nick Saban, I'm guaranteed probably 2 national titles. And while this doesn't fit the parameters, when that 4 years is up and Cam leaves and Saban leaves, the Cam team falls apart. The Saban team is just fine.
Yeah, because all the recruits. I also would say that
They all transfer.
Nick Saban is the undisputed greatest college football coach of all time.
Right.
You can poke holes in Cam
He
Newton.
does have to win some more national championships.
Well,
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
was
so.
kidding. That was the tweet from the.
I
like
see.
the,
I see.
Oh,
He said
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
should stop
Wow.
doing the voting bill, whatever.
The
and,
joke
like,
went
go
over our
win
head on
some-
that one.
and Stop
No.
crying, win some national championships.
All right, number 2.
Okay. Would you trade?
Forgot. Number
No,
1
dueling.
for you.
Yeah. Would you trade no football? You have no football. You have no job in football. Football does not exist in your world
Okay.
For how long?
forever. If you could work in a cube job from 9 to 5 every single day, but your yearly salary was $5 million a year.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
trade.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
$5 million's insane.
That's a lot of money.
$5 million's insane.
That's $5 million.
How low would you go?
I worked 10 years to retire, and I lived the rest of my life in bliss.
No, $5 million a year would allow yourself to live your life in bliss almost immediately.
You're living in bliss while you're working, but even 10 years in, you just
You're
say,
not-
I'm not going to work anymore.
You're not wrong.
I'm going to be honest. I wrote 2 down first, and I thought it was too low. I shouldn't have gone 5. It was too high.
Do it to $2 million.
2 million.
No, you know what? Anything over $1 million, I'm good. I'm doing it.
$1 million, I'd have to think about it.
No.
2,
$1 million is almost as much as I get paid here.
yep,
So
I know
it's
that.
a lot of money.
I know that.
But you also have to think about taxes.
Yeah.
And it depends on where you live. I'm gonna say this, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who love their 9 to
But I can
5s.
just go-
I
I can
can't imagine working a 9 to 5
Yeah, but
for no football.
I can for $5 million a year. Sign me
Well,
up.
yes.
That's working less hours than we do now.
Well, yeah, but it's
Also,
also
what 9 to 5 pays $5 million?
No, it's
It's a hypothetical.
Okay, you're
In
right.
what world can we pick if we want Cam Newton or Nick Saban?
In the world where we work in the cubes.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing: is that that's it's not the time; it's that you're sitting at a desk
$5 million
every
a
day
year,
from
you
9
would
to
be able
5.
do disgusting things with that.
Yeah, that'd be a good life.
I don't know. I feel like no football is.
I'll get into hockey.
Number 2. Rank these movies.
Oh,
There's 5
need
of
to
them.
write them down.
There's 5 of them. You need a pen?
No, I got a pen.
Get your pen. That's a
right.
cheap pen.
It is a cheap pen. I stole it from a podcast studio. Okay.
Rank these movies.
All right.
Step Brothers.
Okay.
The Hangover.
Okay.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh. Okay.
Superbad.
Oh my God.
And The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
This is so hard.
Rank these 5 movies.
Oh, do you have an answer?
I have my answer, but my
I
answer
know,
is
I
not going
have
to be your
think.
answer.
I have to think. Or am I just supposed to go like off the top of my head? Am I not supposed to really think about it?
1, Wedding Crashers. Oh, no, Hangover. 2, Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
3, Step Bros. 4, Superbad. 5, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
All right, I go 1, Step Brothers.
Okay.
2, Wedding Crashers. 3, 40-Year-Old Virgin. 4, Superbad. 5, Hangover.
Okay.
I'm going to go, and I know my top 2 are easy and my 5th one is easy. The 3 and 4 spot are tough for me.
Okay.
I'm going to go number 1, Step Brothers. Number 2, Wedding Crashers. Superbad.
I thought you loved Superbad.
I love Superbad. Step Brothers is my favorite.
Okay.
Love Superbad, but I also love The Hangover. But I think Superbad edges out The Hangover by just a little bit, and 40-Year-Old Virgin is absolutely 5th for me.
Oh, wow. UConn just picked up a really big recruit. They beat out like multiple like Power 5 schools for this guy, quarterback Zion Turner from St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida.
Huge.
That's unreal.
It's crazy.
Not
Katie, are you old enough to see these movies?
bad. Yes, I've seen them. I haven't seen Wedding Crashers and 40-Year-Old Virgin in a while, so those will go in 4 and 5. 1 Superbad, 2 Step Bros, 3 Hangover.
Now, I was on the fence about using the 40-Year-Old Virgin or forgetting Sarah Marshall. Did I pick the right one?
I think 40-Year-Old Virgin is funny.
40-Year-Old Virgin's really. I would have ranked that ahead of Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I love forgetting
All
Sarah
of these
Marshall.
are really good movies.
I need to go rewatch them.
I'm not the biggest Superbad fan, to be honest.
I didn't really
it's
love
so good.
Superbad either.
Jonah
Wedding
Hill.
Crashers is just an all-time movie, though. It truly is.
I think there might have been 4 all-time movies in that list.
If you ask me my top 5 comedies,
Yeah.
those 4 are in it.
Would you put Anchorman in there?
Ooh.
This guy-
It's in that category.
This quarterback UConn just got,
I thought it was a cornerback.
Zion Turner, quarterback, had major offers from Arkansas, Kentucky, LSU, Maryland, Miami, and more.
I guess some of those were major.
We're UConn. They are major compared to us.
Just relax. Okay.
All right.
Won like
You
number
ready?
3
2.
games.
A good old-fashioned MFK.
Oh, okay.
A good old-fashioned one. Now, this is more towards Brandon because it's going to be harder for him, but you guys can also answer
All
this
these
as well.
ladies have some big old titties.
These are male football coaches.
Okay.
Oh, nah.
MFK.
So they probably still do have titties.
You ready for this? You've got Sam Pittman, Hugh Freeze, and Lane Kiffin.
Jesus Christ in a bucket.
This is a good one.
Yeah, we'll just leave this one to Brandon.
I mean, it was obviously catered,
Yeah, no.
tailored for
To my
Brandon.
hates,
Yes.
I can't kill them all?
No,
I
you've
can't
got
do- I can't
MFK.
do K 3 times?
No.
I'm from
MFK.
Mississippi. Okay.
A good old-fashioned MFK.
Thank you,
Wow,
Zach.
Jermaine Burton.
Shut up about your fucking... Oh, that's the Georgia receiver.
Yeah, you
What did he do?
entered transfer portal too.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought he went to UConn. I'm like, okay.
You were about to say, shut up about your 3-star quarterback.
All right. All right. Marry, fuck, kill.
Yes. I love MFKs.
I'm going to fuck Hugh Freeze because at least I can make some money because I know he pays for it.
I knew you were going to
You'd
say
have
that.
to fuck some 17-year-olds to do that.
Oh.
Well,
Well, that.
see me eat that joke?
Yeah, that.
See me eat that joke?
Yeah, that was.
That was good.
That was
good
also.
restraint.
We're also borderlining. We
Yeah.
should.
I'm gonna marry Lane Kiffin because you know what? He's not that all. He's not an unlikable guy.
Yeah.
He seems he's at my rival, but I have no problem with Lane Kiffin, so I'm gonna marry him.
I was like, he wants to leave Ole Miss.
Yeah. Also, he's not the marrying kind, so I'll probably be able to cash out in 2 years. We'll get divorced.
That's not how this game works.
I think it's hypothetical.
Yeah, but that's not how the game works. It's like
Uh,
it's kind of no, because it's kind of like
Over 50% of marriages end in divorce.
Well,
Casey.
yes, I understand that, but also like every time I try to use the loophole when I do these, especially like on old school radio, like when we
Yeah.
did Sirius XM, I would always use the loophole of like, well, if you're marrying somebody, you're also having sex with them, and like no, like this is
All right,
like
I'm killing Sam. I can't look at Sam Pittman.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
So I'm marrying Hugh. Oh no, I'm marrying Lane Kiffin. I'm fucking Hugh Freeze, and the rest is Sam Pittman.
I got to say, Arkansas fans saw one picture of Sam Pittman like leaned over with like a quadruple XL pullover on, and they go, he's lost 100 pounds.
oh boy, I don't like the look on your face right
Oh, here
now.
we go.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Wait, Casey, can you answer that one?
That one?
Yeah, so you're probably
Shit's probably the same as mine.
marrying. Yeah,
Yeah, if I
you
feel like
couldn't touch Sam.
I don't.
That's gross.
I'm gonna no comment my own question.
All right, number 3,
Uh-oh.
and your own people excluded.
I don't like the grin on his
I don't
face.
like it at all.
You're only if you had to win a war, and you could take a handful of any fan base in the country outside of your own. What handful of fan base would you take?
Westport
What's Westport?
or Army.
West Point?
West Point, I mean.
West Point.
Yes, Army.
No. Doesn't
Yes,
count.
yes,
That's
yes, Army.
That
West-
doesn't count.
West Point.
I'm talking about fan base.
Oh, the fan base.
I could give you, an army full of West Point cadets, but if I only give you a handful of this fan base, you could win a war. So
No, you have it wrong.
no, it's fan base. I don't have it. It was give me a.
I'm going West Point.
But it was give me an army full of West Point graduates. I'll win a battle. Give me a handful of Texas Aggies. I'll win a war. That's the quote, right?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well,
All of a sudden, she doesn't know.
there is.
It's
we
on. She
don't
has a
know what
T-shirt.
the
She
quote
got
is.
tattooed on the inside of her rib. She
We
doesn't
don't know
know.
what the quote is because it
We do know.
never
We
was
do know
said.
what the quote is. I'm taking a handful of West Point grads.
That's cheating.
Well, you asked me. You said excluding my own guys. Because you would assume
What
that
college football fan base would I take to war? Most of them are all talk. No.
It'd be Alabama because they're the biggest.
Nah.
Nah, but they would be.
They
They're
don't.
so
They don't know
soft.
adversity. They don't know adversity.
well, also
They'd run.
If you really want to
But
ask
there's
that
so
question, you
many
have to
of them.
exclude the military schools.
I think I'd take Tennessee fans.
Oh yes.
They're crazy. They're obnoxious. They're buck wild.
I don't know why.
And they just keep getting hit in the
What-
face with
what
a
about
big
Nebraska fans?
orange dick, and they just take it.
Not Nebraska fans are no. I don't know why. I think
They're
this.
dedicated.
Texas Tech.
Oh,
They're crazy.
Yeah, and
And-
they're in love. Like they like The water down there
Yeah,
makes you crazy. They're ready to go.
They're basically in wartime right now, just living in Lubbock.
Lubbock is a third world country.
What about
Nothing
West
against
Virginia?
West Virginia is not a bad
They'd
one.
be too drunk. Like they would just like be on drugs. drunk.
Hold on. Jack said Lubbock is a third world country. Nothing against it. No,
No
offense.
disrespect.
Have you been to
No
Lubbock?
disrespect.
I-
No.
I have a few times.
I've never been to Texas.
all these towns with people say, "Oh, it's a bad town," because mine's one of them. Ever say Lubbock's bad, Starkville's bad, this is bad. They're fine.
Lubbock's
They're
probably
fucking
great.
fine.
Like if
Yeah.
I went to
Lubbock
I'd
is
have
very fun if you go to Texas Tech. If you do not go to Texas Tech, Lubbock is a shithole.
All right.
But that's true for a lot of college football.
number 3
towns.
for you.
Number 3 for me. Well, I have a favorite one for last. I'm gonna save. I've been
Okay.
starring. It was my first question, but now I'm gonna do this.
All right.
Well, 2 of them are. This is
Just
bad.
read a fucking question.
What?
Just read a fucking question.
What's your favorite sex position?
I'm
I'm
not
kidding.
into it.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
So
That was a joke. I didn't want you. I was
It's
more.
is doggy.
I was more playing
It's
off the
doggy-
fact that you guys have been horny all podcast, and I don't actually want to know that. I don't want to visualize that at all. No, thank you. No.
Unless it's a Roman ad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If we
I-
have a Roman ad today, I'm telling you my favorite sex position.
No, and I'll leave the room. I don't want any part of that. It was a joke, but I love how quickly you were about to answer that. Okay, I'm done. I can't even look at you. If you could trade uniforms with any other school, who would it be?
We've done this in many ways and permutations.
Right, but it's
named our
your
favorite.
school,
Right,
so it's
right,
not
right.
it's the colors you have to wear. It's
Can I cop out?
no,
I can't say A&M.
no, because I
The
was
same uniforms.
Yeah, no, because I knew you were going to try to do that, but I also know that I love A&M's uniforms, but I
Yeah.
also know that they're not the best uniforms in the country.
I've always been jealous of Florida's setup. I like the way Florida looks. Florida's entire aesthetic to me is good. You got the orange in the stadium, the orange paint on the stadium with
Yeah.
the orange helmets. Like everything pops off. I like the way Florida does their visuals. North Carolina. I mean, they just even when they suck, they still look like $1 million.
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah. That would be my 2 probably.
I obviously have said before that I love Michigan's helmets, but I have to go LSU. And I think this might be recency bias because Joe Burrow's the second year of his anniversary of winning the national title, all the gifs and the videos and stuff were going around. But that purple and yellow looks so fucking cool.
But the best thing LSU has visually is that eye of the tiger on the midfield.
Yep.
That
I agree.
But even
their midfield logo is better than anybody else.
well, I mean, yeah, the
That's a good topic. Best midfield logos.
I mean, yeah,
Nice.
you just
I'm
said.
gonna write it
you
down
just-
right now.
Yeah, you just said it. It's LSU's.
Yeah, it is, but
Isn't
we
that
can
most
do top
people's
5.
just actual logo though?
We can do top 5. No,
No, sometimes it's different.
LSU's isn't. That's not their
I
logo.
think most people though.
I
Isn't
don't
it?
think so.
Okay.
A lot
Maybe
of
we'll
them.
inspire change.
A lot of them are different. Like especially basketball, you'll see some. They'll be like the state flag.
So I have some off-season ideas I've been writing down,
Oh, they're good.
Oh,
I've seen them.
and
don't read them out loud because if we don't do them, then
okay,
people
I
think
was
that-
going to.
No, let's. Here, give me the phone.
Spicy.
No, let him. No, they're his ideas. Let him read
Let me
them.
write down the one you just said. Best.
Then let him read them.
Midfield logos. I like that one. Best midfield logos.
Okay. Best jobs in America. Top 25 plus G5.
Okay.
Top 10 college football quarterbacks ever.
Okay.
Top 25 coaches right now in America, so they can be fired.
That'd be hard.
College football commissioner show. What would you change? Pitch us. So we all come to the.
Ooh,
that.
And then
I
we
love
can
that.
We can even get people in the office to judge,
Yeah.
and then they vote on who becomes commissioner.
Love
Okay.
that. Love a good
Best
debate.
mascots.
Okay.
The 15 to 20 programs that can win a national championship with the right coach.
Okay.
Most tortured fan bases. Dumbest fan bases.
Got mine.
And then best midfield logos.
Best midfield.
I like all of those.
I like all those too.
We can do one of those for each episode.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
If we have any listeners after this one,
That was your question? Did I answer it? What was your question?
if you could trade uniforms, you answered it.
I answered it. Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say, or we move on?
Oh.
I mean, Katie is like,
Yeah, I
Utah's uniforms are nice.
the rose.
are.
I will say the ones that Michigan wore versus Georgia with the biggest asterisk of
the
all
stickers.
navy and
Oh.
the pants. I'm sorry, but like when it looks all navy with the yellow helmet, but when they had
Oh, I don't like those.
when they didn't. I am a huge sucker for just all pants. I don't like the shins or knees showing. Those look.
All
I
right.
don't like those.
Well,
But
did.
it's yours.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I will say Georgia's uniforms rock.
They do look good. Might have to use your imagination here.
Okay.
Which college football coach was the hottest when he was 25 years old? Which college football coach now, you look at him and you're like, oh, I bet he was hot when he was a younger man.
I know. My answer is the easiest.
Who was hottest when they were younger?
Jim Harbaugh, 25. I looked at him and thought he was the most attractive human being.
Will you pull that up, Katie?
I thought you weren't going to answer this one.
Yeah, he said he was, and he jumped in before anybody else.
He did. He dove right in.
He dove right in. I will say this, Brandon, and this is maybe because I am
Keep Jim Harbaugh Bears. He played for the Bears when he was 25.
you know, I am
No,
in
there's going to be
my
all the photoshops because everyone thinks he's going to go there.
Oh,
my early 30s, so maybe I'm, you know, our fan base listening may be younger and not agree. I think men look better as they get older sometimes, as long as they're taking care of themselves.
Spoiler alert. That's what all females think, yeah.
Yeah, like if I've seen 25-year-old.
you know why? Because women are filled with hope. Women are filled with hope that everybody can get better looking.
No,
as they go.
no, because you have to be taking care of yourself. Obviously,
Women like older men. That's just how it works.
Well, that's not always
Ooh.
true.
Oh,
Oh, damn!
Yes.
Fuck Jim
Jack.
Harbaugh.
Yes.
Jim Harbaugh was good looking. He was hot as fuck.
Dude, he was
Katie,
insane.
who does he look like? Don't say it on the microphone, but who does he look like to you?
Oh, I know who he looks like.
Who does he look like?
He
Don't
used to
say
work
it.
Here.
Well, Jack, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
He looks.
Just like him.
That's crazy. You don't see that?
I
I
don't
see
know.
what you mean.
Jim Harbaugh was
he
hot.
looks
when
just look at
I
the
mean,
smile.
look at that.
That's him.
That's crazy. I mean, now that I've seen it, I was gonna say
Notre Dame's new coach is hot. Marcus
But
Freeman,
their
he's
OC
hot.
is hotter.
no. I disagree.
But if you look at Marcus Freeman when he was younger, Marcus Freeman got more
He's-
attractive as he
Getting
was
hotter?
old.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. See, that's the thing. Is at 25, like
He's young now.
Look at him. He's
yeah,
not
you're right.
like
He
it.
was.
Yeah,
He got
no,
hotter
right,
later.
see?
He got hotter later.
He
is-
probably played at a higher. He looks older there.
Yeah.
like he is one of those
He might
that
be
is
hotter in
better
10 years
looking.
than he is now. You're right.
He's hotter now.
But he might be hotter in 10 years than he is now.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, Jack just dunked on all of us.
Well, that's
Look
fine.
at him with the backwards
And
hat
Harbaugh
on.
looks
Scroll
great. The
down.
Harbaugh looks great. But Katie, bring up, and this sucks because we're not putting it on camera. But bring up Nick Saban LSU because he was
But
still kind of older.
we did the math. He was in his 40s, right?
Yeah, but he looks.
He's so hot.
He looked hot when he was at LSU. Not when he was like young. He was ugly.
Even
No,
on
no, no. The
Dolphins.
LSU, the
She
LSU
won't-
photo.
but, why won't she Google what I want? That one. The bottom left. Bottom
Right,
left.
bottom left, bottom left.
Look at that.
Oh man!
He looked pretty good.
But he was like,
He was like 50
late
at that
40s,
point.
early 50s, right? How old would he have been? He's 70 years old now.
Even in that one with AJ McCarron in probably
Yeah.
2011,
That's what I'm saying.
he looked pretty good.
God,
then.
Harbaugh was hot.
Harbaugh was super hot. I mean, now I have no choice. I have to go with Jack. Jack, good call on that one.
Thank you. I don't know why. Oh, I think during the Georgia game, they were going through old photos of him, and I was like,
So I did go out because originally we were talking about, we usually don't share our questions with each other, but that one we were discussing openly because the first thing was who's the hottest college football coach, and that took us all a little bit because it was like, a few years ago Cliff Kingsbury was the slam dunk, but like who would it be now? I think Katie and I both. Well, you say Marcus Freeman second to you.
Yeah.
I think Marcus Freeman's probably first for me.
No,
But-
sorry. He's third. It goes Tommy Rees, Lane Kiffin, then Marcus Freeman.
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin is not hot.
Yes,
He's not
he
attractive.
is.
He's doughy. He looks like
Jack, help us out.
even Doey sometimes like he's got the. Sometimes when you have extra weight.
Look at that.
No, not
He's
chill.
not a
That's
good-looking guy.
yes, he is.
Lane Kiffin is not a good-looking guy.
Yes, he
He's
is. Yes,
rich.
he is.
He's rich and successful and a very good coach. And if you think that's good-looking, fine. But he's not an attractive man.
Yes, he is.
I'm
Yes,
an
he
ugly
is.
guy. I know what ugly looks like. He looks like me when he got to Mississippi. He put on 80 pounds.
Look at that one
Look
down
at
there.
that.
No, Katie, go to the third row, the third picture. Click on that one where he's looking to the side.
Right below.
Right
Go
below.
straight down.
Go straight down.
Yep.
That one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good-looking man.
Ah, come on.
When he threw
We're
the
calling that hot?
clipboard,
Now look at that one. Look at the bottom right.
Well,
far
yeah,
right.
everybody has bad
No.
pictures.
Well, that
everybody
was
has
bad too. It looks
everybody
like a
has bad
penis with
pictures.
hair. No.
Chill, not chill.
No,
Why
no.
am I saying? Oh, come on.
I will say though, I went out like we were about to record. I was trying to go get some more water, and I went up to Dan and PFT's desk because I just wanted to see if they had one off the top of their head. Yeah. I want you to guess. I said current coaches, not when they were 25. I said the 2021, not 2022, 2021, who they thought and who their first answers were. Who do you think Dan's was?
I just have no idea. Lane Kiffin.
No, Manny Diaz.
Oh, yeah, Manny Diaz was hot. Yeah,
that was Dan's. It took him a little bit, though.
Manny
and
Diaz was hot, yeah.
He started Googling it. PFT, who do you think he said? You're not going to like it.
He's going to say something. Lane Kiffin. Who?
You don't like it even more than that.
Hugh Freeze?
Even more.
Who?
Sam Pittman?
Oh, he was playing. Come on.
But he said he's a personality guy.
Yeah, I bet he's hot all the time.
But
you know how hard it is for the sweat glands to cover that body?
But when I asked Dan, like Dan actually started doing research, and I was like, yeah, it's not.
I mean, Manny Diaz is a good-looking guy.
He the skin looks a little too tight.
Also, it's better when he has a beard.
All right.
We're really
four?
just objectifying everybody.
We got to go. What's your number 4?
I just asked you.
No, mine was which college.
Well, I asked you my number 4 one, and then you crushed it because I was joking.
Oh, okay. All right, number 5, and this was not college football. If you and don't say Succession. If you could live in the world of a TV show or movie, what would you choose?
Harry Potter.
You'd choose Harry Potter.
Oh
You'd live in the world of Harry Potter. You'd be happy.
Yeah. My childhood, my middle school me is screaming internally right now.
What?
World? Like and we're like the good guy.
No, it could be whatever you live wherever you want in the world. It could be sci-fi. It could be a cartoon. It could be.
I wouldn't have even put Succession first.
What would you put first?
Entourage.
You live in Entourage? Just live in LA with the boys?
Yeah.
Turtle.
Oh, hell yeah. You'd like get that whole, I mean, like it was so bro-y, but like getting to live that life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not bad. Not bad.
Fuck.
What?
I just don't know.
You can't say Death Wives.
And like they also.
You can't say Housewives of Death Valley.
Oh, that would have been funny if I said that.
But while you're still thinking, also my point with Entourage is because it's a comedy too. It's like they had that one season where he got all fucked up, but he was still hooking up with Sasha Grey. Yeah. You know? I would definitely say Entourage.
That's a good one.
I've always wanted to be like in the mafia, but like Sopranos, like it's how it's gonna end.
Jack, you would die so fast.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd live longer than me. In fact, you'd kill me.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I would trust you.
No.
You would be my. I would be rising up in the ranks, but you would be my right hand guy. But then the big bosses would be like, "Hey, Brandon's getting out of control," and you would take me out for them, and then you would take my spot.
Well, if the top boss asks for something,
right?
You gotta do
yeah,
it.
we're both. I'm reporting to him, but I'm ahead of you. But he says to you, "Hey, your boss is a problem, and you take care of me. And now you're the boss. You're a boss under him." You would kill me.
Jack would kill you for sure.
Jack would 100% kill me, and I'm fine with that.
Jack, you know what I think you would be good at?
What?
Like Hunger Games.
I wouldn't want to. That's like a tough life.
I'd hate to be hungry.
He'd be a good advisor, so you don't have to play the game, but you would like know all the.
Yeah, I'm not like the most athletic.
But like the conspiracy theories and all this stuff, and like I feel like you would be able to figure out the games.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
Nope. I choose life.
Gives me anxiety thinking about it.
To think of like what would be the best answer there.
Entourage.
Entourage is a really good answer.
Entourage.
Which one is yours, Brandon?
I don't know. Cheers, maybe. Just hang out in that bar all day.
Seinfeld isn't awful. Seemed like Jerry was just so content.
Yeah, but I guess I got all the movie
I mean, movies are it's easier to.
I could live in the movie. I could live in the movie Hoosiers, like 1950s Indiana.
Yeah, could I be on Friday Night Lights football team?
That the TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even movie.
TV show's better.
Nah, the movie's
but TV's fiction. The movie's not.
Yeah, but the TV show's way better.
I know, but it's fiction. The movie
yeah,
stays true to the book. Stays real.
I have been told, I've not read the book, but from the book people out there, they say it's hands down better than all three. Because sometimes the movie's better than the book.
The book kind of stinks.
Really?
It's okay. It's fine.
Well, maybe you're not a book nerd.
I'm a huge sports book. That's all I read. It's fine. But the author he's kind of crazy. He's a whack job. All right. Well, that's all I had.
That's all I have too. I had more based on the sex position question, but we've talked too much.
You called an audible on that one, didn't you? You bailed out.
I called an audible because of the much misogynistic things. No. I want people to come back for off-season episodes.
Yeah, this might have done it.
This might have gotten us.
This might be it.
Remember when Dave, like a few years ago, was like, I want you guys to be a year-round podcast because of how successful you guys are? This one might be the nail in that coffin.
That run might be over. Well, it's good to meet. It was good to work.
Well, no,
Are
it's
you
you and
gonna
Jack's fault.
Have you interviewed the entire AEW roster?
I have.
How much? How many more AEW wrestlers?
They got a big roster. I got a lot.
I
got a
know.
lot.
Because sometimes I'll watch
I
and
got
I'll be
one
like,
coming in
oh,
tomorrow.
I've seen that one in the office. Oh, yeah, I know that one.
I got one coming in tomorrow.
Which is great.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah, that was one hell of a start to the offseason.
Jake or Logan Paul more attractive? You were asking that with Britt.
I did ask
Britt
her,
Baker.
which one's more attractive, Jake or Logan Paul?
Jake.
Yeah.
She said Logan.
I'd say Jake.
I said Logan too.
Like you marry Logan, fuck Jake.
Yeah, before.
They're the same guy.
No.
No.
Jake is the way more bad boy of the two now.
He's the
Why?
fighter.
Because he knocked out Tyron Woodley?
No, because he doesn't like Logan had that controversial stuff like way back when,
Yeah.
but then he's become more of like the likable guy. Like Jake always plays the heel.
I didn't see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he
that's
doesn't
true.
give a fuck. He's also the highest paid athlete under 25.
Jeez.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, he tweeted
Could
it, so
be.
it must
Who
be true.
knows? Okay.
I don't. I'm gonna look that one up.
It's
All I
between
wanna do
his
is end the
boxing
show.
money and
Please end the
YouTube
show.
money, though. Big
That-
Ev wrote a blog on it.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is
You didn't get
unnecessary.
paid that much for boxing.
That is unnecessary roughness.